Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to my office. So, welcome back. I want to do a update video with you guys today. I want to go over my numbers of how much I made last week. I kind of want, break it down for you guys so you guys have an idea of how much I made and how much I worked last week, and just see what you think, and then maybe possibly see if I can do better this week coming up. So last week, and I'm doing this all by an app that I'm using is Gridwise. So I kind of want to give you an idea. I'm gonna put up some numbers for you so you guys can see it. See how I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It kind of gives you an idea of how much money I made. So I think it'd be fun to do a breakdown for the week. Comment down below before I start telling you guys, what you think, how much I made last week. So I did 17 trips altogether. I drove 158.4 miles. I worked for 9.7 hours. And what's so great about this app is it actually deducts it for you. So my deduction with the mileage and wear and tear on your car for the week was $110.86. All right. If you look at the earnings, the net income for the week, I made $146.14. All right. So if you look down below where it says efficiency, it said I made $15.09 per hour. Per mile, I made 92 cents. Yeah, I think going back and forth, it's a lot of driving. And per trip, this is per trip, I made $8.60. Per trip was 1.8 hour for each trip. All right, that I took. So some of those trips would have been extra deliveries. It's not just, it's actually leaving the place. So if I did a Walmart Spark, I could have done 3 drops with that one or 2 drops with that one. So let's break down Monday. $28. Tuesday, I made $11. Wednesday, I made $51. Thursday, I made $9. Friday, I made $43. And Saturday, I made $5. Look, on Monday, I did $28.30 doing Walmart Spark. And I drove 41.7 miles. That's a lot of miles for only $28. Wow. On Tuesday, I did Walmart Spark again and did $11 and did 12 miles altogether. That's a lot. That's a lot of mileage. Wednesday, I made $50.56. I did on Walmart Spark, I did 2 deliveries, $29.65. And on Uber Eats, I did 3 deliveries for $20.91 with a total of 34.8 miles. Then on Thursday, I did 2 deliveries on DoorDash, made $8.68, and only drove 3 miles. That's not too bad on that one. I sort of made more money though. On Friday, I did some more DoorDash. I did 5 deliveries and I made $37.85. And then I did an Uber Eat. I did 1 delivery for Uber Eat and it was $5.25 for a total of 58.6 miles. So on Saturday, I did 1 DoorDash delivery for $4.50 and I drove 8 miles for that. Wow. I start the app when I start at home, and usually it takes about, I think it takes like 3 to 4 miles in between there to get to where I'm driving. So that could be some of where my mileage is coming from too. So if I deducted that, I'm sure my mileage would go down quite a bit. That's still a lot of mileage though, because I want to make sure that I get all the mileage that I'm actually driving. So 158.4 miles, and for the week I made $146.14. That's crazy. So that's where I'm at right now. I just kind of wanted to do a little update with you guys, let you guys see how much I made for the week with working under 10 hours. You know, if I up that up to, if I made this a full-time job, what would that be for? I would average at $15 an hour. I would average a little over $600 a week. There's no way I could be able to afford that. And that's running all 3 apps. So, and you know, you got to take away the gas and taxes and things like that too. So on top of it, so hopefully those deductibles with the Gridwise would help, but if not, you're still looking at, you know, quite a bit. So what am I doing right now besides going over numbers with you guys? I'm just sitting here. I'm waiting for some Walmart Spark orders to come through. I did some Walmart Spark earlier today, but I'm not getting that great of offers coming through. I'll put some up for you guys so you guys can see them. They are not great at all. Like this one's $15 for 10 miles. I'm not doing that. That's a reject. And that's a shopping. Yeah, I'm not doing these orders. So that's what's kind of going on right now. I'm just being a little selective right now on what I want to take. So far this week, for Walmart Spark, I haven't done anything else besides Walmart Spark. I've made $63. It's confirmed weekly earnings. I made $63.98. That's confirmed, and I got some I've got some tips coming through. There are $15.63. So, and I've drove quite a bit already. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just waiting for some good orders to come through. If I don't get back on here, I just kind of wanted to get on here and show you how much I made last week with under 10 hours of doing this. It's not too bad for a part-time job, I think, but I don't know how people could do it full-time unless you live in a big city. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go for right now. Like I always say, when you're out there, be safe. Only take the orders that make sense to you. Have your head on a swivel so you know what's going on with your surroundings. And as always, let's go. Let's go.